You can. If you right click the monster, you can say hide it. You can bring it in hiding it. If you instead of clicking the button that says token to bring it into the field, if you right click the button that says token, it brings the token in hidden. I don't know if you knew that or not. Yeah, none of the players see the HP. You have that feature hidden. Yeah, but if you want to bring in a token as hidden, where it's like invisible to the players, instead of clicking where it says token to add it down, you right click and it'll show up like foggy to you to show you that it's hidden. Yep. And I am streaming it now, and the audio is coming through fine. I don't know what the heck was going on. Hey, we're back, folks. Sorry about the issues, tech gremlins. You didn't miss too much. Yeah, and then if you want to unhide them, you just right click and say unhide. No. The last roll I see is Lesra's 25. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's going to be a 20 dirty. And it did show up in the log, so it should be in the combat tracker. A 20 flat. Yep. Hey, just if y'all are on the stream, you can check it just to make sure, but the audio sounds okay to me. What? Out of game. Oh, you're saying in game you're asking.
Are what is known as crawling claws or crawling hands. A crawling hand a crawling claw is something that, say for instance, a dead person had a lot of anger and frustration. You can cut the hands off.
It's all good, Ryan.
You can cut the hands off of someone and imbue it with magical energies, and by doing so, it creates one of these.
Do they count as an undead or a fiend?
They are most definitely undead.
Sweet.
So, these things
That one behind me.
There's 2 behind you.
2 behind me.
Yes. So basically, what most people use crawling claws for, Jason, is say for instance, a necromancer wants someone dead. You cut off someone's hand, you imbue it with magic, and then you literally send it to go find this person. And it literally hunts this person down, and its killing maneuver is that it literally chokes you to death
Sweet.
in your sleep.
I love it.
Yeah, I love these things.
I love
Their hands, like, literally you could make a character, a necromancer, that has one of these as a pet. It's
it.
it's so awesome.
Okay, so Misty is first in
Yep.
the initiative order, so
Yep. Misty, so you're up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me restart my D&D Beyond real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because for some reason my stuff was not popping up in the Okay, hold on a second. I'm coming right now. Okay. Well, I mean, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attack.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where's the board? I'm gonna attack one of the things behind me. I guess I do I see the ones behind me, or do they make noise or something?
Yes, you see the ones directly behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna attack that one. Well, like this one. I double clicked it, but I'm gonna attack that one, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to steady aim, so I get advantage. And let's see if this works.
I am gonna let you know that these these monsters
You
will not be able to hit them with sneak attack, okay?
Why not?
And it's only because of the fact that you can't really sneak up on these things.
No, but if I do
I mean, if you've got
steady
your
aim,
advantage, then yeah, you're good. Like,
yeah,
you're good. Like, you can get
yeah,
your sneak
steady
attack
aim,
off that
steady.
way.
That's my bonus action set allows me to get sneak attack on them. That is a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
Okay.
The hand is not gonna have too much HP.
I can't. I couldn't imagine. So that is a 6
It's
plus.
dead. It's dead.
Okay. Guess I did need my sneak attack on that then. Okay. And then I will.
Can you mute yourself just temporarily?
What's that?
I'm just trying to say to Ryan if he could just temporarily mute himself.
And then I
Thank you, buddy.
will. There's a hand on top of the crypt right here.
There is.
Shoot. I'm gonna scooch over one here, and that'll be it.
Okay.
So I'm next, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move right here, and then I'm gonna cast Word of Radiant,
Mm-hmm.
which should hit both of the hands that are next
Yes.
to me.
Yeah.
And it did 1 damage. That was
Really? Dang.
Dead.
So you literally you let out this radiant light off of your body, and the hands kind of like you see like the rotting flesh singe and burn and steam and like steam from the moisture that's like from the condensation on these hands, and the fleshy bits and bones and the hairs on the hands burn away, and this steam and smoke rise from these hands. They kind of like crinkle up a little bit, but then they flatten themselves out and go back into like the whole creepy crawly hand motion.
okay. And as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast um spiritual weapon.
Okay, where at?
I guess around me and near me, so that
Well,
it can target. the hand.
So spiritual weapon,
I
you have to put it in
I
a
put it right.
location.
I put it right there.
Hold on. You need to close my character sheet.
I put it right there, like northeast of you,
Northeast, man.
right there. I tried to put it.
You want to put it like right there?
Yeah, I just put it somewhere that can target all the hands near me. I
Okay.
messed up. I messed up the map. Okay, so and I think I can attack with it.
Yep.
You
Um,
can.
what?
You can.
Okay, so I'm going to roll, and this should definitely kill one of them.
Most
Are
definitely.
you serious? A what? God,
You rolled a
No.
1.
I did.
So basically, this is what happens. The spiritual weapon swings down, and what it does, the hand jumps up and smacks the blade away. And like you look at the hand like kind of like crawls and looks at you, and then like it looks at the blade, and you look at the blade, and you're like, "Come on!" And like the hand puts up one finger and shakes it back and forth at you.
So the spiritual weapon just kills there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, yeah. So I can use
And it's
it.
and it's not a
I,
concentration, so you literally can like pop another concentration spell if you need to next round.
yeah, no, I know. I was just making sure that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that was
All it does
very.
is just use your bonus action to attack with it.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well,
Yeah,
that was really annoying. I popped 2 spells and didn't kill a single hand.
It's all right.
dude, you literally like you're like so close to dropping these two hands. Like literally, if you do that radiant ability one more turn, they're dead. Like they can't survive that.
They have like
I
2 hit points.
Yeah, they literally have two to four at max.
I know it was just really annoying because I was like, I was really looking forward to just taking them out all at once.
Yeah,
Um, anyway, Ryan, it's your turn.
Ryan, it's your turn, bud. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Not yet.
Crying baby. Go ahead. Skip him.
Okay. So
Does Olam want to do something?
yeah, Olan is. I don't have his character sheet, so he's he's gonna cast.
I'll look at it. I can look it up real quick.
Oh well, it's cool. I know what he's got. Like I know he's
Okay.
gonna firebolt. Hold on one second, everybody. Had to help my wife get onto Netflix. Um, so you you see Olan. He like writhes back and he pulls this ball of fire, kind of incandescent gestures. And he pulls this firebolt out and he's gonna hurl it at he's gonna hurl it at this claw. What am I supposed to be looking at, babe? Hazel. Oh, she's like covered in like 5 blankets. Um, so he got an 11, which an 11 misses. So he hurls a firebolt at this one over here on the cauldron. And he's like, "Damn it! They're so small, I can't hit them." Uh,
Man, we were really sucking. Yeah,
I,
yes.
I
go for
I killed mine. I don't know what you're talking about.
it. Yeah.
Okay. both miss in my mind, but in reality they hit. So you're hitting this one, right? And the yellow one? Mhm. Okay. So, yeah, so you whip out your that sounded wrong. You pull that sounds wrong too. So, you draw your rapier out and you draw them both out and then instantly you lunge forward and jab the one sitting on the brazier, skewering it like you're at a barbecue. And then you like turn and fling it at the wall over by Olan, and Olan's like, "Hey, watch it!" And uh, I guess you'd say like something to him. What would you say, like a witty like remark? But
Oh, Giacomo would look over at Ola and say, "It's okay. Watch how go Giacomo gets rid of a hand."
um, then you would turn and you'd see this other crawling claw moving towards near Never Ember's throat. Like it looks like it's about to lunge, like leap out and jump for his throat. And as it jumps through the air, you instantly skewer that one with your left-handed rapier. And you see it like instantly go limp, just like this dead, decrepit hand. Um and when you look at it, you notice that all of these hands have what appear to be prisoner rings.
That's weird.
No, all of these hands were from convicted criminals
I know.
that
That's weird. That's weird.
yeah, I'm just letting you know that old Ben
Well, when you have
Benjamin
Daddy Never Ember's money.
convicted. So all of these
Oh.
hands are from people that he sentenced to death
Oh, that's
that have
not
come
good.
looking for him to kill him.
That's not good.
Yeah. But the joke's on them because he's already dead. Ah! So these two are gone. They are completely gone.
Okay. I'll
Let me
take
see.
care of the other two on my turn. Misty, if you want to do something else.
Well, it's my turn now, suckers.
Oh, I forgot that the creepy hands got a turn.
Yeah, don't forget about me, man.
Uh,
One's coming at you, Misty. One's coming at you, Lesra, and one's jumping and leaping at your throat, Giacomo. So they're out for nail biting fun right now. So
so
Misty does a does a 19 hit you?
a 19 with it.
Misty, does a 19 hit you, Misty? You're muted.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So, you are hit for 3 points of bludgeoning damage as this hand crawls across the floor
No.
and then catapults it through the air, balls itself up into a fist, and then instantly sucker punches you in the face and then grabs, it's gonna literally grab onto your collar and then like kind of pull its finger up and it's gonna be like trying to poke you in the eye. Okay. Um this this other one is gonna jump at you, Lesra.
Okay.
And I doubt this hits, but an 11, does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay, so this one jumps it literally skitters across the top of this crypt and then catapults itself off the crypt and then puts its two fingers out like it's gonna try and jab you in the eyes. Okay, and you're just like you're like what? You sidestep and it lands on top of the
Can
brazier, and
can I
then
can I take an opportunity attack?
no,
Why?
no, you cannot.
Okay.
You
Well, I
do
just wanted
there's
to see if I could kill it. I mean,
no.
Okay.
So when it lands on the thing, it like catches itself, and then you see it kind of like crawl up to the edge, and then slowly its middle finger comes up, and then it quickly like stands on the top of it, of its like little nub, and it like flicks you off, and then it goes back to crawling. Um, and then Giacomo, this one like lunges off of the top of the crypt, and it's going for your throat. Does a 6 hit you? I really doubt it does, but I gotta ask. Um, so it lunges at you and it flies through the air, and I'm guessing it misses, and it's gonna land on Olan Reese's his like lapel, like his like vest. And it's gonna like grab onto his vest and slowly try and like crawl its way up to his neck. And that's where the crawling hands end their turn. Misty, it's your turn.
All right, I will grab a dagger real quick and attack this son bitch
Okay.
right on me. Whoa, no, that's a 9.
We are not having good rolls tonight.
No, y'all are not.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, this is the first bad roll I've had. Um,
Is it? No, I'm just joking.
and then okay, well, hell, in that case,
Well, it's on you, so you've got like your knife and you're trying to like stab it as it's like hanging out on your shoulder, trying to jab you in the eye. So you're like, "Ugh," and it like skitters across your back and goes over to your like your left shoulder. Roll me another attack check. Did you get 2, right?
no, just one. But
Okay, okay.
can I? Is it possible to disengage from something that's on me?
I don't believe so.
Can you grapple with a hand?
No, I'm fine. I'm not worried about
No, you're not taking my last ice cream.
it.
Fine, you
Nah,
can have my
I'm
last
fine.
ice cream.
I'm fine. I don't
Okay.
care.
So it's my
Oh,
turn.
okay.
I'm good.
Take the ice cream sandwich.
I'll just stay there.
Yeah, that's it. So you're gonna stay there?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
It's like 3 points of damage. Who gives a crap?
Yeah, they really like they're not meant to like kill the party. They're
Nah,
just meant to be like quite literally like an annoyance.
just really annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Lesra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use my bonus action first. Holy crap. A
You can
7 doesn't hit, does it? No.
no, it doesn't.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm just
You rolled a
gonna.
1 and you get +6. That
That's
blows,
so
dude.
sad.
No, it's really it's starting to piss me off. Like, I just can't roll the crap. So, I'm gonna target the hand
That's
nearest
how it
me,
works.
and I'm gonna just shoot Sacred Flame at it. I'm gonna shoot Sacred Flame at the hand that's on Misty.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're gonna hit. Okay, thanks.
Well, I mean, you should be fine. I
But
mean,
it's on me.
it's an 8.
Well, how'd
So,
you hit it? Did you roll to a hit with the Sacred Flame?
they have to make a 14 deck save.
All right, let me roll.
All right, let me roll a deck save.
You said a 14 deck save. Let me actually roll the monster
No, not you,
stat.
Misty. The hand needs to roll a
It's
deck.
on me.
Yeah, it is
It's
on him.
it's on me. I'm fine. I rolled 25.
I figured you'd be fine. Just now I could hear you.
It fails. It gets hit and takes the 8 points of damage. So like, Misty, you sidestep, and it's literally on your left shoulder, and he like threads the needle and shoots this um sacred flame of this ball of like white and red fire comes streaming out of his hand and flies through the air, hits the crawling hand, and literally it flies back like 30 feet, hits the wall, and then instantly turns to ash. Kind of like, like when you're watching Blade and you see Blade kill one of those vampires and they kind of crumple
Actually,
and they're like
I
fiery
just
ash.
watched. I
That's
was just on
literally how
TV
it
last
happens.
night.
Yeah, I love that. I love that stuff. Isn't he supposed to? Hold on, guys.
So I used my bonus action, which failed me. I used my action, so I
Yeah.
think I'm done.
Okay. Yep. So you're done. So now it's Giacomo's turn.
By the
Damn
way,
it, you killed my
Jason,
purple crawling hand.
I'm not happy with you right now.
Why? 'Cause I
You
shot you in
shot a
the
sacred flame at me.
It missed. You good? How would it look if I killed my parolee? Like I wouldn't do that.
You sure tried.
It was a max 8 points of damage.
So Ryan, it is your turn. Perfect timing for coming back.
Mm-hmm. You still shot me, Jason.
Misty's mad because I shot her.
Got something at her. You didn't shoot her directly. Gosh.
It's not like anybody's shot each other in this party before.
So true. So, Giacomo, you see Lesra shoot this sacred flame out at Misty, but Misty turns right at the last moment, almost like as if Lesra knew that this is exactly what he was gonna do, what she was gonna do, and it hits the crawling claw and crawling claw flies across the room and instantly ashes, like it turns to fire, like erupts into fire and ash and crinkles to the ground, and just a puddle of ash. Ryan, it's your turn. Here we go. Okay.
No.
So Olan is going to then put his hand out, and he is also going to cast another scorching ray for 9 onto this crawling claw, and he misses. He's just chucking fire, like mini fire bolts, and he's just like, "Just die!" And he just can't seem
So
to get him.
when he misses it, does it light anybody else on fire?
No,
Like,
luckily enough, that would be horrible.
just, just asking, you know.
Just asking, you know.
I mean,
So, it's now going to be the crawling. God, oh man, my fork
What?
fell off.
What happened?
My fork fell off my damn plate.
Nah.
Now I got dog hair all over my fork. Oh well, it's just fiber anyway, right?
Right. Good for you.
Yeah.
it's
Not
not.
yet, but you can now.
Did you want to try to stab the claw or pull the claw off and it's on him? Okay.
Okay,
I didn't think there was one on you.
Check against
there
the
is.
claws
Okay.
from my throat or whatever.
No.
It's a strength check, which is gonna suck. And be a 5, so that's a no. I will cast. Uh,
All right. One thing it's really good at.
Wisdom.
I'm just joking. No, it's
It's
not.
a hand.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, wait, it doesn't have
Suffer.
ears, it can't hear.
Beat
Because I have
you.
suffered.
Never mind, it doesn't work.
Okay. My turn.
I'll let my turn.
So the first crawling claw. It's going to attempt to stab you in the eyes. You see it kind of like rear up. It grabs you with 3 fingers, and it's gonna like try and go like gonna jump up and jab you in the eyeballs.
Oh, nose.
So Does a oh god, really? Are you kidding me? A 6 hit you? I doubt it does.
No.
Um, the one on Olan, and that one misses. So, Giacomo, you feel a like you feel its two fingers instead of hitting you in the eyes, both of its rotting fingers go right up into your nostril holes, and it's literally like pulling your nostrils up and pushing them up. And you know that like if this was your eyes, it would be sinking its two fingers deep into your eye sockets. And then you look over, you got this thing picking your nose, and you look over at Olan and you just see the hand kind of lunge up in the air and just smack him right in the face. And
Oh
literally just leaves
man.
this like beautiful like skeleton like handprint across his left cheek, but he takes no damage. He's just like, oh, and it literally grabs a hold of his arm, so now it's on his wrist, and he's like trying to wave it off of him. So
Okay.
now, Misty, it's your turn.
I can see. I see the one that's on Giacomo? It's like right in his face, right?
Yeah, it's literally like it's basically got its like nub on his chest and its two fingers shoved up into his nostril holes.
I go. I'll just yell, Giacomo, incoming.
Oh shit.
That is
Oh shit.
that's a 14.
That's a hit.
Oh.
That's gonna be 9 damage.
So yeah, you shoot this crossbow bolt, and like Jacobo, like you feel like this thing has its jabbed its fingers in your nose, and you literally just feel it like those two fingers like lifted up your nose, just get ripped out of your face and thrown across the room as the crawling hand is instantly plunged into the cobble stone stairwell, and it's just limp and just dead and rotting right there in front of you. And Olan's like looking at y'all like, please help.
And I just go, at least I didn't shoot you this time, Giacomo.
So, are you done?
Yeah, that's it. I got
Okay,
nothing.
I'm gonna try spiritual weapon one more time to get rid of the one on Owen.
What you got?
Does a 16 hit?
Hey, yeah, you do. You move it over.
Yeah.
And oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, that's enough.
Five damage.
That's
Yeah.
enough.
So it like slaps the crap out of him, and it jumps on his wrist. You see Olan like lift his hand up to kind of like throw it on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
but as he lifts it up, literally your blade just sinks down into Olan's wrist, and he like screams because he's afraid you just cut his hand off, but in reality, the spiritual weapon just digs right into the bone of this like crawling claw, and instantly you kill it.
Nice. I'm gonna move forward 5 feet, maybe 10 feet. I don't know.
And combat is
To
officially
to
over.
like here. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So initiative is completely over. Um,
Yep.
there is nothing else that is in immediate danger to all of you. What would you guys like to do?
What do you think, Misty? What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm gonna scout ahead, but I don't know what you found earlier. Just
So
just a
there's
suggestion.
there's some creepy item in the crypt that like looks really magical and really pretty, but I don't want to touch it.
Olan goes over and he picks up the headband, and then he's going to he's gonna ask if you guys are willing to wait 10 minutes just to kind of like think about stuff. If Misty, if you want to kind of go ahead,
Yeah,
or
that's
if any
fine.
of y'all want to go ahead, Olan's gonna stay and perform a ritual of identify on this magical item.
That works.
He would say,
Sure, you were
"Well,
okay
after
sticking
being
behind
slapped,
Fancy Nancy?
poked in the face, had my eyes poked, seeing you guys being attacked by, well, crawling clawed hands, I think I need 10 minutes."
So Giacomo would walk over to Olan and I would pat him on the back and I would grab him by the face and like rub his cheeks and I'd say, "It's okay, buddy. Snap out of it. But if you need to take a breather, we'll make
Rainier
sure no more
approaches
of those
you,
creepy crawlies ahead
Giacomo,
of you. Okay?
and he says,
Come catch up
he
ready,
says,
all right?"
"I'm sorry to bother you, Giacomo, my good dear friend, but I noticed that you had 2 rapiers. Um, actually, my father insisted
Well,
at a young
certainly. Do you
age
need a
that
weapon?
I get into fencing, and I'm actually quite skilled with a rapier. May I?" And he motions to borrow one of your rapiers. Um, so
Well, I suppose that's
I'm
okay.
pretty
Let's see what
certain about
you can
this. Give me
do.
1 second. I think he is considered a swashbuckler.
Yeah, I think so. Common or swashbuckler variant or something like that. So when you take the rapier, Nakamo would say, "You hold on to that for a little while. I have some special backup." And I reach into the pouch on my side and I pull out a blowgun and I look down the barrel of the blowgun like an idiot to check to
So
see
he
if
is in
there's
my
a
book.
blowgun dart in there. And I put the blowgun end that I believe to be the blowing end against my lips, and I give it a test blow to make sure that it's clear.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I go ahead
so
and load up
you
the needle
you give it a
and
good test and
zip the gun
clear out the
into my
tube and
waistband.
clear out the pipe. And yeah, man, it's it's solid. I'll be damned. Um
Do you like my sword? It's nothing fancy. As a matter of fact, I think if you look that closely enough, you may even be able to tell something interesting about it. Look at the handle.
he
Let me know what you think.
yeah, sure.
Can you roll a history check?
Um
Just let me know
let's
what
see
it
here.
is.
12.
Okay. Oh, that was right. Or you can make up the number. I don't care. Alright, so he looks at the sword for a few minutes and he would instantly recognize that the handle guard matches colors of the basically like gang colors that the Xanthar, or excuse me, that the Zhentarim thugs wear, and that the pommel end of this rapier has flying dragon crest. Between you and me, if you like a good story, I'll tell you sometime.
He would turn to you and he'd say, "By any chance, did you get a dagger or anything off of anybody?"
Well, no. Unfortunately, I just have these 2 swords and this blowgun. But it's okay. I got my spells and my trusty loot, as well as my flute.
Misty, do you have an extra dagger?
He just said no.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear him.
Oh,
Who?
what?
What?
Do you have a
So,
dagger?
Uh, I think I only have one. Hold on.
okay. No worries.
Pretty sure I only have one.
Why is this NPC collecting weapons? Like, I'm. Very
Because this
concerned.
NPC is a higher stat block. Well, no, is the equivalency of y'all, and he basically can hold the door like Hodor from Game of Thrones for y'all.
I think
Um,
Olan has a dagger, and he's a spell slinger anyway.
Yeah, so he'll give him the dagger. So that's
yeah, I only have one.
good.
I don't.
So he promises to give it back.
So when
Um,
he is he gonna like swish around the dagger and the rapier combination like a
Oh,
musketeer
yeah.
swashbuckler type?
So you actually see him invert the dagger, kind of using it as like a way to like grip onto things.
With this.
And you see him like kind of like get up on his tippy toes a little bit, and he's a little bit more agile. And like he kind of does a couple of like swooshes with the blade, kind of rotates it a little bit here and there, does a couple of jabs to the air. And honestly, this dude has been to quite, like, you can tell that he's been through like quite the prestigious repertoire of like fencing schools, and he has quite the skill.
He's
But
a
nonetheless,
fancy Nancy.
yeah, he like like where Floon is a damn near joke. Rainier is quite literally a badass. Like, so anyway, so the party moves on.
Yeah.
I will. Let me. I'll stealth ahead.
Mm.
Okay.
Let me.
Rainier's gonna stay with Olan temporarily just to kind of keep him safe.
27 stealth.
Beautiful, beautiful. So do you want to get up to like this edge over here, this
Yeah,
wall?
That's exactly where I want to go. I want to peek around the corner.
Can I follow after Misty, if, like 15 feet back? All right, so I would follow behind Misty. I'm also gonna roll a stealth check, and I'll look back and I'll say,
I will.
Hey,
Oh,
seeing as you're
yeah.
a little bit more lanky, you might want to stay a few steps back. Don't worry, Misty is always got her back. If you're really anything like her friend, well, not necessarily her friend, but her previous parole officer, then
Yeah,
you'll have no trouble
I'll
finding
stay
her
10
because
feet behind
probably
Giacomo.
finds her first,
Maybe
or
15
you'll
feet
use that
behind
fancy
Misty
ring
so
thing,
that
right?
I don't blow any of their stealth checks.
Yeah. So you're
What?
like you're literally walking.
Oh, you gotta be
You're literally
fucking kidding me,
walking, and
man.
as you're walking,
Yo,
um,
this is some
you
bullshit.
you literally
I
step
got a
on
10 on stealth.
yeah, you just a wet fart just slides out your butt. You're just like
I fart. I fart. Giacomo farts.
You did much better than
um
me, dude. I'm over
Oopsies.
6.
Guess I shouldn't
oh
have
my god.
those eggs
So
for
literally the
breakfast.
sound of your steel and
Oh my
armor
Hey,
is just
god.
hey,
clank 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 clank
wait,
clank.
remember, I'm 30 feet behind Misty, so I'm not
Mhm.
trying to roll for stealth.
God, you're all gonna get me caught.
Like, so I'm intentionally staying back.
Sure.
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
yeah, I have given y'all inspiration, so feel free.
I'm gonna redeem my inspiration that I haven't used entirely. So I will roll
6.
inspiration, and I will re-roll.
Nice.
Oh, much better.
Okay.
And
So you
like
kind
I
of
said, I'm
Alright,
staying
that's
enough
gonna be
behind them that I'm not
much
going
more.
to set off any alarms.
so you you end up kind of like stilling yourself for a brief moment, and you then like take a deep breath, and it just stinks. It smells like methane
Egg
and
farts.
egg farts, and you're just like "Ugh." But you want to get away from it, so you kind of start to press on a little bit, but still nonetheless Lesra behind you is just clank clank shink shink clank
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 shink
clank
shink
clank
shink,
clank clank
like the
clank.
sound of like her mace or swords and armor and chain and backpacks are just it's a mess. Um,
I'm like 30 feet behind Misty.
You're still. It's a fucking hallway. You're
Well,
making noise.
okay, well, you try being a stealthy paladin or cleric, okay? No, it doesn't work.
so you Misty, you get to the corner and you look down the hallway and you 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 see that there is 3 corridors to your left and then 2 corridors to your right. And then there is a massive cluster of rocks that have clearly caused a cave in front
Hmm.
of you, all the way down at the end of the tunnel. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna peek around. I want to peek right here into that doorway.
Okay. Um, so when you peek, you instantly see this empty crypt. Nothing's there. Um, there's nothing uh remotely interesting other than a few cobwebs and large spiders hanging and kind of crawling along the webs there. You can see into here as well, and it's the
Oh,
exact same.
okay. I'll shoot across here, and
Okay.
then I guess look at that one northeast of me.
So you see another empty.
Okay, I'll shoot down here.
And then you see this, and when you get to there, you actually can see that there is more larger tiles that kind of break off and go to the left, and it looks like it might continue on a bit to your left a little bit more.
Okay, I will shoot around here to see if I can see up in this area.
So when you get to here, you look in and it is very dark, and you can see about to this area. You can see that there's another crypt.
Okay. Uh,
Do you want backup?
I'll kind of wave Giacomo with me, like tell him to follow me.
Okay. Giacomo, would you catch up? Lesra, would you follow Giacomo?
I'd wait for Giacomo to go, and then Leslie would come to like where Giacomo is currently
Okay.
standing.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, perfect.
Cause that way I could Misty Step to Misty if I had to.
Yeah, I got you. You can Misty step to Misty.
um,
That's cool.
I guess. So that's just like this over here is just a pile of like it looks like a cave in.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I will. I guess I'm still using my same stealth roll.
Yep.
Okay, I will like sneak in here to try and take a look.
So you walk into here. So I was just checking some notes.
Yeah, I don't want to go all the way in, but I see the crypt there, and I kind of know these are not good. So
So yeah, past experience tells us
yeah.
don't open it. Um.
So,
So yeah, you
some
walk in and there's a stone bench to the left, and there is a larger crypt, kind of like that, similar to the one in the upper echelon of the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the only difference is in the hand of the female, like kind of like the woman, or like a, well, I'd say more like hanging from the wall, is a clay pot that has what appears to be some type of material inside of it. There's something inside of it.
I will. I'll go up and look at the material in the pot?
Yeah, it's like a liquid, a fluid. Um, when you get it up to it, because of the color, it's like a blackish color because you don't have any light in there, but you can smell it with your cat senses, and
Mm-hmm.
it smells like a clay jar of oil, like lamp oil.
Hmm. Shit. Okay. This is gonna be a bad idea. Uh,
Are you gonna light it?
I'm gonna light it with my tinderbox.
Okay, so you get up on the crypt and you stand up on top of her like this dead person,
Stand
and you
up
just
on
start
top.
snapping off like shards of flint in as they ignite. They skitter across the existing oil that lays inside, and as it does, instantly the oil erupts into flame, and like a small little fireball kind of puffs up and smoke starts to rise, and eventually it dies down, and it eventually kind of settles a bit, and the entire room is illuminated with light, and you see a headstone, but it has been kind of like scratched away and like etched away and faded over time, as like a little bit of water is dripping in from the ceiling and kind of eroding it and kind of creating a buildup of debris. Um, is there anything else that you want to do while you're in this room? Anybody else would like to move up or anything?
I'm assuming Giacomo would notice
You're
Misty
gonna go where?
go around the corner and into that alcove, and
Hmm.
so I said I would assume Giacomo would have noticed
Mm-hmm.
Misty go around the corner into this alcove. So I'm gonna go ahead and move forward to the alcove so I can see her, and then I'm gonna I'm a silently
Would Lesra
Clank,
clank
approach?
clank,
back with my hand
clank,
out.
clank, clank, clank,
Yeah,
clank, clank,
I'm
clank.
clanking, I'm clanking, I'm
So
clanking.
you get to about
Okay.
right here.
I'm gonna stop. Well, I wasn't gonna get that close, but okay. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, you know,
Nothing.
you've reached the back hallway of this rather large crypt.
I'll
And
um, I'll just kind of tell everyone to come inside, I guess.
mhm.
I don't know about this.
Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah,
Like on the box
yeah.
before we go in.
It's like these rocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
25.
25. So you're literally looking at these rocks, and there appears to be like like a big spider web that goes and connects kind of like to this rock, uh and it looks like it like attaches to it and like spiders across a bit, and you notice that the spider web is kind of moving back and forth like the wind is blowing through here, and like all the rocks are like there's smaller rocks at the base, and it slowly starts to get to like much larger and bigger rocks into the back with a few smaller ones, and it just looks like there's nothing but more and more rocks going further to the back.
Okay.
You also have three larger rocks that are that look like they've come in like fallen from the ceiling here and here.
Do do they look suspicious at all, or Okay, then I'll go in the room with Misty and Giacomo.
Jason, I'm
So
curious. Why do you always roll with advantage on perception checks? Is that something you get?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I also have really high wisdom because cleric. So
Yeah, just
and,
curious.
and I took proficiency in perception, so combination of all of them.
No, I just wonder why you always rolled advantage on perception checks. I was just curious.
It's the one thing I decided to take because
I guess. Uh, so the fire's out.
you're gonna put the fire out?
No, is the fire out in the
No,
pot,
it's
or is
still
it still kind
going.
of
It's
burning?
still burning. There's this kind of orangish yellow light that's emanating and flickering back and forth. All of y'all can see perfectly.
What does the thing I'm standing on look like?
So it's almost a beautiful carved like statue placed on top of stone, like on top of this stone crypt, and it's just a woman, kind of with her hands at her side, and it's like whoever did this beautiful like stonework for the hair and got all of the finer details, but it's practically like a carbon copy of the coffin up at the top.
do
That
we do we think that it was the one that was originally up there?
no,
Okay.
this one. So the two of them match almost identically. They seem to have been made almost at the exact same time.
Okay, so it's not the original one.
Mm-mm.
Okay, this is gonna seem weird. Can I take the pot? Is it still like oil?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can I take the pot and pour it on the top of the coffin thing?
So you
Oh.
pour a bit onto the top of the coffin, and it instantly rolls across the top of the coffin, and flames just kind of pour over and onto it. And all of you kind of have to step back because spittering and splashing of this oil that's been caught on fire are flying all around the room. And unfortunately, nothing happens.
Huh. Okay.
Do do we want to open it?
All right, I'm gonna hop off and we'll step outside the door. If you want to open the crypt.
I'm opening the crypt. Well, because I
So
mean, what else is there to do? I mean, I
yeah,
checked out the rocks and the.
I tried something different. I
Yeah,
just don't
I
I
know.
don't
I
like
want.
these crypts.
No, I mean, neither do I. But um, so
Go ahead.
yeah, so I guess I roll a strength check to see if I can lift up the crypt.
hmm
Mhm. Okay. Oh, hopefully I'll roll better than a 6. Holy crap!
so you start to give it a push, and instantly you feel something in your lower back kind of like twist, and instantly you've got like a Charlie horse, and you like push on like the crypt, and you start like hobbling around. And unfortunately, because you're wearing chainmail and plate, you can't even get to massage that spot on your back. So you're just like walking around like cussing and swearing left and right and kind of like rubbing the steel, and like you like press yourself up against the wall to try and like pray that the stone will push on the metal, which will push on your Charlie horse. And you're just like walking back and forth, just pissed. What would Giacomo be doing right now? Ryan might not be here. He might
No,
be taking care of the baby. The baby.
no, he's there.
No, I'm here.
Mhm.
Roll me a history check.
So, I would remember. I would remember gave me. Um, just because it's been, yeah, I wanted to ask.
14. So when you think about it, the Stone of Galore brought you all the way here. And it looked left, but it didn't continue to look left. It faced forward, like as if you were heading down the hallway, and it looked in this direction towards the pile of stone.
Okay, like behind the pile of stone. So Jocko would scratch his head for a minute, and then I would look at him. I'm feeling crazy. Like, trust me on this great door. I think I remember seeing him pointing this way. And I would walk out of the hallway, the alcove to the hallway, point at the pile of rock. Say, maybe if we work together, we can hear this. And of course, there's always Charlie's help. And so, Jocko was
So, like, looking at this, Ryan, you would say that it would take you weeks to dig out these stones. Even so, okay. So as Lesra approaches, everyone roll me a perception stat.
Well, that's what I mean. I wanted to try walking through the stone. I already did a
Well.
perception check on this thing.
Well, you
Okay, go ahead and put Charlie out.
20.
Perfect.
24 perception. Heck yeah.
Ah, way to go.
Perfect. Okay, so basically,
Rolling
what
strong
happens,
today, Jason.
I know.
what happens is Lesra steps forward and she's like, "There's something up with this," and she goes through and she pulls the spider web away, and that's when Giacomo and Misty notice something very odd. The spider web that appeared to be connected to the wall and to the rock was never connected to the rock. The spider web goes through the rock and the web falls to the ground.
How come?
Lesra steps forward
How come I
unknowingly.
didn't see that
What?
when I rolled my 25
So
perception
the
check?
reason is because the only way that this is broken is if you are on top of it. So literally in the book, so just to inform you, okay, so that way you don't get frustrated with me. And you're like, this dude, okay. So it literally says that the collapsed entryway is a passageway that leads down. The characters walk through it, and if they walk through the stone, it is an illusion which has no substance. A dispel magic destroys it. The tunnel went downward for several hundred feet. So basically, when you step forward, Jason,
Yep.
Lesra's foot steps through one of these stones, literally
Okay.
steps through it, and it's not even like a ripple effect. Like I want you to think about it like
Okay.
this, right? You're staring at a cliff face,
So
okay, and
it's a very
Just,
like heavy duty
hold up.
illusion. Like
illusion
you have
spell.
to. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And literally by physically walking through the spell is when you break the mental illusion that is placed on you. You're kind of like it's so deceiving that it looks real. Everything is real. Like these three rocks that are over here are real, but all of these rocks are completely fake.
Okay.
Okay. And that's when the illusion is still there. So Lesra walks through.
Mhm.
Okay, and goes through, and that's when you see it. Once you get past about 10 feet in, and you just keep walking through what appears to be like an illusionary, like stone and wall, and you just keep walking and keep walking, that's when it breaks out into a 10-foot by 20-foot tall ceiling. Okay. And it keeps going with torches that after about 100 feet are lining the walls. Okay. And you just keep going hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet descending down. And on the walls you see what appears to be dwarven like stonework that inlays on the sides and on the ceiling, like columns that drop down, and dwarven words that basically if do you have dwarven?
Mm,
Do you speak dwarven?
no, I dropped it.
Okay. But if any of you do, it basically says like, here is the forgotten tomb created by the dwarves long ago. In times of old, uh, they would seek refuge. Um, and you continue to go further, and that is when you make your way to. Everybody, go ahead and zoom out.
Are
Where
you
I can,
guys
yeah,
following me?
where I can
Or
here.
am I just going
Oh,
into
there we are. Zoom out. It's a small little square.
I see it.
Give me a second.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is after we've walked hundreds of feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um. Well, Misty, since you have dark vision, do you want to look around and stealth?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. But that's what I do, though. I will, let's see.
So,
That is going to be a 22 to stealth.
so you are like stealthing up, and as you do, you see this beautiful stonework, this massive room, this 20-foot wide room, 10-foot high, like, well, no, 20-foot tall ceiling, and this massive door here that is 20 feet wide of pure adamantine.
Oh.
And what on the face of the door, um, is what appears to be this these massive, I believe it's runes. Give me one second. I don't have a
Big,
picture to show you.
a big giant glyph of warding.
Yeah, massive glyph of warding. Anyone that gets close to it by 10 feet is dead.
Just kills all of us.
Roll death saves.
Just immediately. Not even no
Um,
damage, just death saves.
Then
so you see these massive runes, dwarven runes, etched on this massive adamantine door spanning 20 feet to the ceiling. You see stone cobbled worked pylons that are on the walls with pictures and depictions of dwarves of old. You see different words etched in with runes along the base and columns and crown, well, the crown and shoe molding of this entire hallway. At the base of the floor are these strange three indicators. One here, one here, and another here. Um,
Okay.
do any of you speak Dwarven?
I do not.
Okay.
I I don't I don't tongues is a level 3 spell. I don't have it yet.
Giacomo?
I, I
How,
think Celestial, Elvish,
wait,
Gnomish.
hold on. You said you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Oh. Alright, how about Olan?
You don't know yet.
Oh, okay. Or how about Rainier?
He and Olan are back, kind of like y'all have done all of this probably within like 8 to 9 minutes. So I'll
Okay.
say that like here in a couple of minutes they'll be making their way to you guys.
Alright.
So
I want to go look at the door.
you go up to the door and you approach it, and you've never in your entire life seen something made out of adamantine before. Nothing this massive. Like, you know from just the market that a single bar of adamantine would take anywhere between and this is a bar, okay, would take over 1,000 golds worth of value to make, and the bar itself would be almost like 100 to 200 pounds, and it would literally the bar would only be about 2 to 3 inches in length and
Yeah,
1 inch thick.
I'm a
And
criminal, so yeah, I know
yeah, and like
that.
that tiny little bar would be valued at about 1,000 gold in and itself. You
Huh.
would you would know that this door is like thousands, if not millions, of gold in value.
Isn't
Like, literally, there is no substance stronger than adamantine itself.
Is there any kind of mechanism or a handle, a lock,
well?
anything?
I think
No.
the three things in the middle of the room are combinations.
So like you kind of like step back, and that's when your foot kind of steps over it. And these little markings, these little things on the ground,
Uh huh.
um you see in dwarven words etched along the edges, and it's completely flat. They're not like sticking out of the ground, they're flat. And
Oh, they're
um
not like pillars. They're just like on the
yeah,
floor.
they're not pillars or anything. It's just like
Oh,
these beautifully placed, like like locational markers.
Mm.
And when
okay.
you step on it, it it sinks just a little bit, but not all the way.
Oh,
Um
okay.
and as you approach the wall, the emblems on the walls kind of illuminate a little bit, just to kind of give like a faint glow to them. Um as this happens, Olan and Rainier approach, and they're like, "Oh, um hey guys." Olan would turn to y'all and say, "This this piece of cloth is a headband of intellect. Um, does anybody? I mean, I could use it, but I don't know if anybody else might want it."
I don't give a shit. I don't need it.
He puts it in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean, isn't intellect his main stat, or is it
It's
wisdom?
charisma.
Uh,
Sorcerer's main stat is
Yeah,
charisma.
I don't. It
I
doesn't.
mean,
It's not gonna affect me one bit.
I could use it, but I'm not. I mean, he can have it.
Okay. Um. So, um, Rainier slowly starts to approach. Let me just check to see his
Yeah, I'm built for two things, and intellect is not one of them.
Mm.
Yeah. So, um, as you um as you like look around, Rainier he's like, "This is interesting. I would have never known that this is here. Mind you, I've never been down here, but These seem to be of some type of importance. Then he's like motioning to the floor, and he's like looking at them, and he's like, "This is crazy. No one's ever gotten this far. This is incredible."
Do you,
Um,
do you
and
speak Dwarvish for me?
no, no, I do not. Um, so,
Does
if any,
I say
does
we.
go ahead.
I say we step on. I'm gonna step on the one in the middle.
I'll step on the third. I'll step on the third one.
I fucking hate puzzles.
Well, it would be easier if someone spoke Dwarvish.
Yeah, none of us do.
Are you gonna hop on the third one, Ryan?
so the three of you hop on, and you stand on them, and as you do, the pad, uh, as you place a toe or a foot or start to get into these pads, the circles do not do anything. They sink a little bit and then they stop, and it feels like something is stopping them.
I would step off the one that I'm standing on after feeling like kind of like sitting down and then partially have effect. And I would go over as they would say, "If you don't mind me trying something," and I reach down into my thief tools and I'd like to take out like one of the lock picks that you would use to kind of like dig around in a lock pick,
Mm-hmm.
and I kneel down on the floor and start like digging around the edges to see if there's anything jamming it, like a bit of grit
I was gonna
Oh,
do the same. I
some
was gonna do the exact same thing. Glad you did.
And I'm just hopping mine off of mine in case they set off a trap.
so
Pussy.
you try and get
You're
your
literally a
tools.
pussy.
You try and get your tools down um into like the crack in the crevice, and you notice that these cracks, like where the stone is touching each other, is almost like the stone is rubbing each other. There is almost no way that you could get anything through. And you notice that there's nothing obstructing it. Okay. It's just this is as far as this pad will go.
I
Hmm.
think that there's some type of combination lock, and we have to figure out the correct sequence.
So, I would
You think so?
Yeah, I'm just saying it in game. Give me
but of course it would be nice if you
Um So actually, as this happens, um,
doesn't he, Randy?
Olan's been
Oh,
quiet.
nice. Thank
Olan's been
God.
quiet,
Thank
and
God.
as you guys are talking about speaking perfect Dwarvish, you hear him start to speak with this somewhat uh guttural words. You hear Brem Shendo Mokar Book Siren.
thank goodness.
And he like approaches the wall and he looks down at each pad and he says, Breskin, Breskin, Breskin. Huh. It says only those possessing the keys may enter. Key, and he points here. Key points here, and he says key, and he points here. Each of these 3 words means key. So I'm guessing you need 3 keys placed at each one of these markers in order to open the door. Does anybody know what those keys are?
I pull out my keys that I stole
Mm-hmm.
from the the guy that one day
Mm-hmm.
in the cab, the cart driver, and I put it right on this one here.
So you go over and you put the key, like these keys on it, and you notice that the pad drops a little bit, but nothing happens.
So,
Ah,
Rainier has the key to the crypt, right?
So Rainier pulls out his key and he says, we can see if this will try and will actually work. He hands the key over to Lesra.
I put the key on the center pad.
So you put the key there, and it drops a little bit, but nothing happens.
Pretty sure we need all 3 keys at once. Does anyone else have a key?
I would look at Rainier and say, well, now's the time, baby boy. What do you got? I know you said you've never been down here because Jenny Warbucks said it was dangerous. Maybe there's something on your person that
Um,
functions as a
he
key.
says,
Are you wearing a necklace?
he
Do you
says,
have a family
well,
signet ring? Perhaps you have a favorite
I
hair
do have my family signet ring. Um, it has a sapphire in it. Here, my family's crest. Here you go.
Well, okay. He gives me the ring. I would look at one and
no.
say, me or mine?
Look it.
Well,
Just put it on the one that doesn't have a key.
the left one doesn't have a key.
So you go and you put the ring
And so
on
I
that
walk
pad,
over
and then you
and
back up.
yell
So
the ring on whatever
this is
pad
where
doesn't have the key.
something actually changes. You place the ring on the pad, and the pad doesn't sink like the other 2 do. The ring, instead, you see the edges it's just so faint, this faint, tiny glow. It looks like it's glowing around the edges of this pad. But while you're looking at it, you notice that it appears as if there's not enough of something here. And this star-like shape is supposed to fill completely with light. Like it's like just this tiny little glow that kind of trickles out and then pitters into darkness at the edge of these stones. So it has to do with something dealing with like, yes, like this ring helped, but it's not fully completing whatever circuit would need to be completed for the first stone.
I don't have a ring with any keys. Well, I do have a ring. I have the ring that tracks Misty.
Hold on a second. I think I've got something. Yes, that's right. Right in mind now again. I just thought
Okay.
what
Leslie
about the
backs up.
stone?
So you set the stone down
That's
with
the
the
stone
ring,
of the Lord,
and
and
nothing
I
happens.
set the stone down
And you
with the
hear Galore in the back of your mind just start to lightly laugh, and he says, You're nowhere near close to what you need in order to open this vault.
Is there anything in this room? Or is it just an empty room?
It is a completely empty 300-foot hallway.
Okay.
With a giant adamantine door at the end.
Yep.
So Giacomo would hear Glor taunting him, and Giacomo would say, "Well, I suppose now is as good as there." And I look at Misty and Lesra and Olan and Rainier, and I say, "If I start to twitch or do anything crazy, like run around and take all my clothes off acting like a lunatic, somebody
guys,
tackle me to the ground.
will do.
Make sure I get home safely to
Will do.
Trollstop Manor." As I'm saying that, before anyone has a chance to react, I pick up the Stone of Galore, and I hold the stone up to my face, and I look at the three eyes on Galore, and I say, "I've already asked you for this once, and
You
I'm going
only
to
have
ask again.
one.
I don't
You
know what
hear
the
him
penalty
say,
is yet,
you only have
but I'll
one
pay when I
life
get."
for the
And
day.
I focus on the
Make
stone
it
and focus on.
count. The Legends lore ability.
I want him to use the lore
You get to
master
ask one
field
question.
because-
He will tell you in the best way that he
Yes, sorry.
can, and he will not lie.
Um,
Very
where
good.
are the keys?
Yeah.
Out.
So
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say, show me the keys.
So
That's not a
Oh,
question
one
to
yeah.
command.
You
And I was going to
think you
say,
did a
show
good
me
job.
the location
That
of
was
the
good.
keys, but that's not a question.
one
That's a command.
okay leads you. So you get a weird sensation that rolls over the back of your mind, and you get this strange feeling that kind of like rolls down your shoulders, and your head kind of leans back, your mouth goes slack, and your eyes kind of roll to the back of your head, and there you're pulled almost like an outer body experience through the street, like through the hallway, down through the crypt, uh out of the graveyard and through the city towards the yawning portal.
Oh crap.
And as you approach the yawning portal, you see your good friend um saying um saying to a guy wielding a bagpipe. He says, Three Strings turns and looks at him and goes, "No, you silly goose. No one, and I mean no one, wants to hear a bagpipe played in a tavern. And especially no one wants to hear the Bardy Face. Well, the Beardy Face song. No one wants to hear that." And instantly you spin and rotate, and you see what appears to be uh it's strange. It's very weird. This man, he kind of looks over at your good friend Bonnie, and um she uh she starts to walk over to his table, and you see him like look over at her. And when he looks at her, you notice that his right eye goes from being brown to a golden color. And then like looks through his view, looking back at her, and you would know Bonnie has blue eyes. And then all of a sudden, her left eye switches to that of gold. and then switches back to blue. And it kind of like does like an aerial view of the man sitting at the table, and he says to her, "This is for you and our people." And he slides her a bag of gold. And she says to him, "Thank you. We could use it." Anyway, back to getting you those beers, good sir. And the last thing that you see is the signet ring resting on the stone column. And you notice that it's not focused on the gold or the sigil, focused on the stone. And as it's focused on that stone, dozens of gems slowly start to appear in a pile in front of you, indicating that you need a lot of valuable precious gems. You need some type of shifter, and you need someone who can play and sing Beardy Face. Just so you know, I will send you when your character finds the
Okay,
song
so what I
Beardy
have to
Face.
do for
I
me,
have to send it to you. You
I
have to
would,
actually sing
uh,
it.
no, I mean I'm all for it at that point. So when Giacomo snaps back through to his vision, I would look at Misty and Lesra like guys almost completely ignoring Olin and excuse me, and Rainier in the
Oh,
room.
fuck.
We've come this way, but we've gone too far. We need to go back. There's a few things left to do. And I would say, or not at least one of those things I can get covered. And I would like start to warm up my voice. Me. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen a jig or a shanty, but if what Lord has shown me is true, then the first key is
You
someone
hear in
who
the
can
back of your
do a
mind,
very
you
full
literally
rendition
hear in
of
the
the
back of your
excellent
mind,
bardic
that
tune
song is completely
Babyface.
garbage. I've heard
And
hundreds of
I
people
can
sing
think
it.
no one of me.
Dwarf.
And I would respond to Galore and say, "Well, you haven't heard Troll Giacomo sing. Why, even an
Oh,
outlet
Lord.
like yourself will be impressed."
Would ever be impressed with a dwarf
And
and his
then
beard.
I look at
Or hers, depending
Misty
on
and
where you
say,
come from.
"This I would say, the second one, I think I'm going to need your help with. You see, I think it's a key of some sort. Yes, it showed me a strange vision of her in the tavern. And she got some money from a weird person whose eyes blinked and changed, and then her eyes blinked and changed, and one of them was golden. It just zoomed into the golden eyeball of old Bonnie the barmaid. So at least one of those things is in the same place we need it to be, and I could always use some practice on a tune, so maybe 3 strings can help. But the last one, I fear, well, we need a few more fancy Nancy's to help with.
Whoa, now.
And I poke in the chest and say, I know you're broke. Near's not. Maybe your daddy's not bad. What I'm trying to say is, who's got a big
A lot
pile of
of broken
gems?
things.
And I take my
Yeah.
pouch and I hold it in front of my waist, like I'm having like a bowling ball sized bag of gems.
And he's
I'm
like,
like
when he
leaning
holds up this
forward
bag,
them and say,
it
it's gotta
looks
be
like
about
it would be
this
a
big.
not a massive bag of gems, but enough to say, somebody roll me a Misty. Roll me I'm trying to think what would be like an appraisal check. Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, really?
Yeah, roll it. Roll them. Roll it if you got it.
Yeah, because I'm very intelligent.
Can can I roll too?
Yeah, anybody with intelligence, which can roll.
No,
So hey
three.
Ryan, welcome.
none of us
That's a
have
3.
So Ryan Armstrong, just to kind of catch you up on what's been going on.
Oh, sweet! My first good
Um,
roll of the night.
you all have you what? Ryan, can you hear us?
I can hear
Oh,
you.
okay, so just to kind of fill you in on what has happened, you all went exploring down into the crypt, and you came across a crypt that had this large plaque over it that basically said Uld Brandith. He was the finest magistrate this city has ever seen. Y'all kind of cracked open the coffin because you casted detect magic because the party got hit by a spell, a massive glyph of warding. So I had you cast detect magic, which then revealed there was a magical object within inside of this crypt,
That was
which
my
turns
bad.
yeah, which turns out to be a headband of intellect. So you get to add a headband of intellect to your character sheet. You can do that with whatever that which you will, RJ Styles. And
Okay.
then the party ends up going further into the crypt, and they end up getting stumped until a couple of them find out that there is a caved-in wall. And okay, okay. So the stones that had collapsed in the wall, like collapsed in the hallway, uh kind of stopped the party from being able to go any further. But because of Jason suspecting something being off with these stones, it was he and the abilities of everyone else to figure out that these stones were in fact an illusion, a grandioso illusion that was created in order to hide the entryway of the Vault of Dragons. Now, the party walks 300 feet descending down into this massive dwarven like hall that ends up placing everyone in front of this massive 20-foot by 20-foot tall door made out of thick adamantine. In these three pedestals, Giacomo uses his last ability of Legends lore to figure out that three articles, well, the three keys that are needed to open this vault. The first one is a song must be played by someone playing bagpipes and playing the song "Oh Beardy Face."
Okay.
The second thing that is needed is some type of shapeshifter, which they have now figured out that Bonnie is not in
It's
fact
like a
human.
description. Okay.
Huh? Bonnie is
Somebody
something.
said, okay.
Mhm. Then the third thing that is needed are gems worth a total of, and what did everybody roll on your intelligence checks?
I
I
I
rolled
got
rolled
a
you.
17.
I rolled 3. I know
Wes,
nothing.
you're like, that's 100 golds worth of gems.
Yeah, intelligence is not my thing.
Yeah. So what did you guys roll? You got
I
a
17.
got
17.
I got a 20.
So the two of you, when Giacomo would hold up a bag and he'd be like, "Yeah, it'd be about this many gems," and it's like a big bag of gems. It's not super big, like like you're like throwing a big old bag over your shoulder, but it's like enough to where like this big old bag of gems would sit in your hand and would fill your hand, and it would be valued at around 1,000 golds worth of gems are required to rest on one of these pedestals. I mean,
Okay.
pads. And when Rainier gave up his family's signet ring, that's valued at about 20 to 50 gold, it made the pad on the left slowly emit a light blue glow around the pad. And there's like these beautiful stoneworked stars that are inlaid around these pads that when the object is placed on it, they start to illuminate. And when the requirement is met, they emit this dazzling, beautiful blue glow.
Wait,
Unfortunately, huh?
I was going to say something. I have 500 gold's worth of gems.
No, you do not. Oh, yes, you do. You have 500 gold's worth of gems. Yes, you do.
There you go.
So you only
So
need
all we do
500 more.
yeah,
Does
Do you want to try
Regina
and do you want to
have
pick up
any?
the gems and put it on the pad just to see what kind of happens?
I would, yeah, actually.
So when you put the 500 gold's valued gems onto the pad onto any one of these pads, literally it illuminates at least half of the star, fills up, and it gets like to like this dazzling beautiful blue. Um but it never completes and never fills out to the tips. It gets like halfway out and then it, kind of fades near the edges. So it gives you this indication that you need at least 500 more in order to complete the circuit for one of the keys to be completed.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What would happen if I put my signet ring down there as well?
Uh is it made out of gold or does it have any
Um,
gems?
I'm gonna be honest with you. We've never determined that, and I never asked that question. I don't know. I
So
honestly,
So we can say that your signet ring has a gem in it, but it's not like the gem isn't what makes the ring valuable. It's the gold on the ring. You don't know if the gem is either real or not. You could assume that it is, or that its value is of like lesser value. Like it's probably like the gem in it's probably worth like 5 gold.
okay,
You're still gonna need like at
okay.
least 500 golds valued gems in order to complete the the first key.
And it has to be gems.
It has to be
Yes,
Jim.
it
Okay,
has to be gems worth at least 1,000 gold, and it could just be like a mixture. It could be like a diamond and whatever. It doesn't matter.
Mm,
Don't we have a? Does our life cleric have a diamond worth 300?
well, nobody's asked the life cleric what she has.
Okay. Just saying.
The life cleric might have enough gems for everything, but nobody's asked her yet.
Well, but I would
I
just.
would ask her. I would open it up to the group. Does anyone else have any other gems?
I do, actually. I have a couple gems on me.
Well,
And Leslie produces 8 diamonds from her pouch.
Jesus.
what the? Why do you?
Well,
You never
re-
asked.
revivify. You got to have one at least 300.
What are these three? Damn, are you hearing all of this?
So he what?
So Leslie places 4 of the diamonds on the center
Where did you get
pad.
diamonds? You haven't told me you had diamonds.
Yeah, well,
You haven't
you
bought
have to
them.
carry a couple. Like
Yeah, but you haven't bought any. That's the thing.
You
Is
can't
so
just like you
you
can't
don't
just
know
like
yeah.
what
make it up.
you don't know
So
what I did before I walked into Tropical Manor.
I'm letting you know right now, you don't have
That I don't
diamonds.
have diamonds.
You don't have 8.
Unfortunately, you don't.
You might have 1.
If you want them, you can go out and buy them. I got no problem with that. And I'll say that you have about, you know, 425 gold that you can go and spend.
You might have one diamond worth 300 just for Revivify at some point.
I mean, Wesley's backstory is more interesting than I told you.
I mean, I could say I got 1,000,000 gold.
I know. So I guess I'm gonna go buy some gems.
Well, I think we gotta go. Regardless, we gotta go back anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We need to steal a person.
we need to steal a person. So yeah, basically,
When Lesra says it out loud, Giacomo would say to Lesra, "And here I am. Oh, Giacomo, poor old dark elf Giacomo, the scum of the world, looking up to a lady of the law like yourself, and you say, steal a person? I don't want to steal a person. You must not know. Me and Misty are actually quite good friends with Bonnie, but ever since Misty befuddled that whole situation in the bar with the investigator, I don't know how much she's welcome there anymore. But we don't need to steal Bonnie. Maybe we can just ask her nicely. Hey, come down to the City of the Dead. Giacomo has a nice picnic lunch planned for you in the bottom of a tomb. And if that doesn't work, of course money goes a long way, but I have been known to be quite charming with the ladies.
Let's
Do you
ask
have it
a
ready?
Giacomo.
Once
say it
again, I
again
love
live. I
my.
couldn't hear you.
I said, do you have a picnic lunch ready?
Well, no, we have to go back and make one at the Trollskull Manor first, or go to the market and buy a few things. Then I suppose I need a basket, but, well, never mind. You know, let me just work my charm. Should we just go back to the yawning portal and sort this out?
So where in town will I go buy some gems?
The gem store.
Jewelers.
Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, if you want
There's
your
a couple
gems, I
shops
need to
on
go buy
the
some.
Troll Alley
Right.
may have such a thing. Why don't we do this? We'll stop by the house on the way to
So you're not gonna
and
pass Troll
as we
Skull
went
to
Troll
get to
Alley,
Yawning Portal.
I get
You're gonna
down to go
pass
shop.
Yawning Portal to get to Troll Skull. And just so you know, you'll probably pass a few jewelry
Okay, well, never
shops
mind.
that you can pick up like precious gems and things like that at.
I would say out loud to Olan in a really funny way. You know,
Oh God,
I
not
wonder
the
if
type
I'll
of
try
show.
and see old Zabla in the shop. Or don't you remember the money that you spent at your foot
I do
all
remember.
those
I don't even
wonderful
get to wear any of my
purple
purple things anymore.
things?
Why you gotta
Nothing.
bring up?
Your house
Why you
before
gotta
your
bring up
dad
old
gave
shit?
up?
Yeah, Giacomo, why you gotta bring up old shit? So depressing.
I just thought
Bro,
it'd be
I'm
funny, but
poor
I guess
now.
it wasn't.
I'm
I'm
poor.
sorry, Olan. No, I always was known for talking when I was nervous, and it's been quite stressful.
Okay. So
So we're gonna head back
Friendship?
towards town.
Okay.
do we
I
want?
think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up game.
Yeah, that'll work.
Because this
we-
will kind of set us
so,
up
like,
for next
can-
week's
can-
game.
Can we start the next game with them in the bar and me buying
Yeah.
gems?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds great.
Does that work for
And
everyone?
it's gonna still
Yeah,
be
I'll
the
go.
same day. So
Yeah, I'll go with you while you go shopping for gems too.
I'm sure you will.
I'm just security.
Go to the jewelry store. Can you keep your paws off things? Okay, well, suppose with Lesra there, the two of you ladies will hate yourself. And if you're going to a gem store, you should dress a little bit, I don't know, bold. I have your costumes in my trunk. Don't ask me how I came about it, but I have a very easy lady's dress. And
and you might look quite promising walking alongside of Lesra. Well, you could even pull as though she's your bodyguard. Hold on a sec. If I do remember correctly, it's a wonderful, wonderful shape
Why
and
do
it
you have
fits
that?
perfectly with all the blood you've shed. Why do I have it?
Wait, where did
I
you
work
make
for the
the
circus.
dress?
Every now and then I'd have to play the lady on
If you
stage.
touch me, I'm gonna stab you with my dagger.
Where did
I have
you get
I have
the
disguise self. I'm not worried
What?
about it.
All right.
Oh, well, I was trying to pawn this old frock off on someone. I preferred it to go with a
All
friend,
right.
but if you need some music magic to look nice, I
we
can't say
good?
that I'm you.
Yeah, we're good, everybody.
All
So,
right.
just want to say to those of you who are sticking around and watching us, thank you so much for staying with us and dealing with all of our technical issues. Um, if you liked this and or you enjoyed even like 5 minutes of it, feel free to give us a follow. Uh, check out all of our other videos. We've got a Wednesday Vampire the Masquerade game going that apparently is getting a lot of love, and we've got a awesome uh one shot coming up on Thursday. So
Thursday
Not
after
this
this.
week.
not this
Next
week. I'm not
Thursday.
saying, but we've got one coming up that's a one-shot battle royale, and we've also got two other games that switch off every other Thursday um, that you can check up. One is the uh, Three Witches, and then the other one is the Rime of the Frost Maiden. Um, did anybody else have anything that they might want to say before we chime out of here?
No, I
No.
was just gonna say thanks for putting up with
Oh,
us during the tech issues, folks. We really appreciate y'all coming back and watching.
Yeah. And you guys, you finally made it. You finally found the vault of dragons. Congratulations, guys. Seriously, pat yourselves on the back. You finally made it.
Are we
Now you're
level 5 yet?
no.
level 5.
So unfortunately, you will not become level 5 until after you
I
complete
know.
the campaign.
I know.
So yeah. So and it's like that because they want it to be difficult. They want it to be
Y-
very difficult. So my
Yeah,
question,
and
go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry. I
So
didn't
my
mean to
question to all of you is, when you leave, what do you do with Rainier? Rainier gives you back his rapier, well, your rapier. He gives you back your dagger, and he's completely stunned. He
I
says
would
that
want Rainier to come with us to the bar.
okay, well then he'll hold on to the rapier. Actually, what he'll do is he'll say, "I'll meet you there. I'm gonna go get a few things." And he's gonna go get a rapier and a dagger, and he's gonna say, "Do you guys want me to tell anybody about this?"
Well,
No.
no, I think you should keep this under wraps, especially if you'd like a small chunk of your daddy's fortune back.
Well, that's the thing is, I think at least the city deserves a larger portion.
Well,
This does belong
of
to the
course, but
city.
percentages are percentages. You see, if it weren't for us and our bravery and our wits and cunning, and of course your never ember blood being allowed to give us the chance into the vault, well, the city and the people wouldn't have the money at all anyway. So I think after we find it, we can all sit down diplomatically, of course, and determine how much we think the people and the city deserve, right?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
What does he
I don't
say to
know.
that?
He's like again, like I don't mind, you guys getting a cut of it, but I just I don't feel like y'all getting to walk away with 500,000 dragons is even right. I mean, this money belongs to the men, women, and children of Waterdeep. It's it's honestly kind of criminal to even think that it shouldn't even go back to them.
So I would walk over to Rainier and
Stab him in the chest.
I'd put my arm around him. I'd put my arm around him and I'd lean in real close and I'd brush his hair off to the side. And I want to whisper quietly and like almost handcuffed over the ear. And I whisper in Rainier's ear, "It's okay, my friend. I too want to give the money back to you. I don't think that any of these stinking nobles should know about it or how it's distributed. I don't know about your honor yet. We'll find out soon. I think best that we decide how we give it back.
Again,
Honestly.
he feels very uncomfortable. But he's like, okay. And he's going along with it, but he just doesn't agree with you fully. He's just afraid that, you know, he understands that like you might be, a good person, but he can't justify that the rest of the party is.
No.
Oh yeah, out of game. I'm out of game. I'm absolutely terrified that
I think we're
Misty is
just
gonna
gonna have to
pull the
kill
joke of
Rainier.
making
I
me
mean,
Nova at
basically.
the end of the game.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
What?
Hold up! On
Yeah, I know, right?
life cleric.
And also out of game, Giacomo just wants enough money to literally pay to own Waterdeep, Waterdeep Circus of Traveling Gypsies, and to pay off any.
I owe a lot
Manor,
of money to people, so you're probably not too far off, Ryan.
So I am gonna let you guys know, okay, that you would get back, like you'd be heading back, and as you head back, Misty, you notice that there is a outside of this crypt is a flying snake with what appears to be a scroll tied to its back, and it flies towards you, and it curls its arm. Well, it curls up around your arm, and it hisses at everybody to get back. Um, do you take the letter?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so it says
Nice.
to uh to Miss. I need your help, please. I have no one to turn to. Currently, all of the Zents have been rounded up, and I have no one to get my orders from. I'm scared. Could you please help me? Hide me. I will. I need a place to go. I need someone to turn to. Please, if you would, let me know. Where is the god daggone location? Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh, look, I'm wanted again. Who?
Wait, did you say something in chat?
No, I'm wanted again. Like
Oh,
people
you
want
said
me
you were
again.
wanted again. Oh, you just.
I guess we're gonna take a detour to the jewelry store.
Um,
People need your help.
so you'd say, um, meet me at a Gorhirn statue. Uh, is all well-known landmark in the city Parkland Cemetery. A tall marble sculpture of a bearded, robed wizard standing atop concentric steps and facing west towards the skyline of Waterdeep. His hands out and stretched, with a broad smile on his face. at the foot of the statue, you will find me, a female dwarf clad in plate armor.
Is there
Please,
any particular time, or is that something I can do on my nightly runs?
um, it seems like she's literally like hiding out there.
Okay.
All you know is that she basically says that she's been there for some time, and that she will continue to be there.
Okay.
In uh this whole situation that has unfolded, um, she's looking to hide out. By helping her, you figure that you will be increasing your faction's renown by
hmm
2 points.
That's better than what I was before. So it's something I could do in my nightly run.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and end game there. And I hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah, man.
Did you guys have fun?
That was great.
Good.
I love it.